Hello, everyone. My name is Crystal. I'm also known as the Sassy Medium. I am a professional psychic medium and Reiki master. This video today is going to discuss the beginnings of Reiki and some mediumship stuff to go over. I've got a lot of tools to help teach those that really want to understand. I get asked a lot to mentor a lot of people, and I just don't have time to mentor everyone. But here is some tips for those that are interested in Reiki, those that are interested in psychic development for themselves, and mediumship as well. All right, so the way Reiki works. All right. Well, what is Reiki? Reiki is pronounced Reiki. Reiki. Sorry. It's a Japanese word that means universal life force energy. Rei stands for natural force or universal force. Ki or Chi stands for the unseen, non-physical, life-supporting energy that is found in and around everything. Okay, Reiki is a non-invasive, natural method that accesses this energy to heal the spirit, the mind, emotions, and body. It consists of 5 principles that guide one to wellness, a set of hand positions for treating the self and others, and the channeling of Reiki energy through practitioner to patient or client. Okay. Reiki is useful for treating any illness or injury, including cancer, heart disease, insomnia, headaches, cuts and bruises, broken bones, lack of self-esteem. I've even helped with COVID before. So, Reiki can be used in everything, healing your animals, your plants. Reiki can be sent in long distances across the world. There's no limit to what Reiki is or what it can do. So a typical first degree Reiki class consists of the story of Reiki, the 5 principles of Reiki, and hand positions for self-treatment and the treatment of others. Okay? The origin of Reiki started in 1922 by Mikao Usui, who was born in Japan. All right? And he's the one that, started it. All right? Getting us all into it. So... All right, so the way Reiki works, Reiki is a spiritual energy, and when Reiki flows into someone, it balances, heals, and harmonizes all aspects of that person, body, mind, emotions, and spirit, promoting relaxation and a sense of well-being. All right, so once a week, I'm going to come on and give a little Reiki class. I am using the tools for Living Reiki healing cards by Penelope Quest. I find these most helpful and beautiful. All right, so the things you most enjoy. Make a list of the 10 things that bring you the greatest happiness and start to incorporate at least one of them into your life every single day. Okay, this could be spending more time out in the fresh air, doing something creative like painting or writing, listening to your favorite music, spending time with friends, baking, reading, stargazing, any number of other things you might enjoy. It's time to create joy in your life, okay? And the next thing is patience, all right? When doing any spiritual work and trying to get to a place of more for yourself, okay? It's very important for you to adapt a sense of patience in doing this. You can do that with Reiki, with meditation. So just for today, let go of anger. Any anger that you feel, just do one thing today. Let go of one emotion. If you're not having anger, and we all have a bit of anger that we hold on to, anger, frustration, resentment, just for today, have patience and let it go. Choose not to feel that emotion for yourself today. Feel joy and happiness instead. Okay? So, Reiki can be applied to treat anyone, anywhere in the world. Okay, you don't need to be near them, because you can even have people that want Reiki that do not want to be touched too. So that's why the principle of, you know, sending healing to someone is so great, especially now with COVID. A lot of people do not want to be in your home or be around. So yeah. All right, now let me get into the focus for the mediumship for today. All right, let's see here. All right, so the first thing is finding the stillness, okay? Finding the stillness. When communicating with the other side, it's important to start by clearing your thoughts, which is a form of stilling your mind. Meditation helps to construct a bridge between the two realms by raising your consciousness. By meditating, you're making room for departed loved ones to imprint their thoughts on your mind, okay? So how I do it, I kind of see myself push my humanness to the side, okay? And then I see this tunnel where I only talk to spirit. And outside of this white light tunnel is everything else. My humanness, what am I going to eat for lunch? What's going on tomorrow? All of that, I push that aside and get into this stillness, okay? And that's where I can communicate. Even if I'm doing a live session on Facebook where there's a bunch of energies in the chat, right? You can still find that stillness, and this will teach you to find the stillness wherever you go. Let's say you go to Walmart, which for a lot of people is a trigger because you pick up on these emotions, right? So practice finding that stillness there, okay? When developing your spiritual abilities, meditation is an essential part of this, okay? There's many ways to meditate. Try different practices and find the ones that work best for you. Try meditating for 10 to 15 minutes at first. As you become more proficient, gradually extend the length of time. Try to meditate at the same time every day, and if possible in the same place. Create a place of that your mind recognizes at a place that you're going to do work, as far as work on your gifts, work on yourself, and have that space of just softness and creativity, in your home, whether it's on the bed, on the couch, sitting on a yoga mat, wherever. But find a place that you always want to go to find that stillness, okay? All right, next up is psychic journaling. Okay, a lot of people sleep on this as being important, but it is important, especially when you're first starting out to develop your gifts and your dreams. Your guides and loved ones can communicate with you through dreams, especially if you have, let's say you have like ADHD or anxiety, and it's hard for you to kind of get in that space and that stillness during the day. Okay, so they will try to communicate with you through dreams. So it's good to keep a journal by your bed when you're wanting to develop your gifts. Okay, psychic information as well as in spiritual wisdom and guidance from spirit can show up anytime or anywhere. When you're developing your spiritual abilities, it's a great practice to create your own psychic journal. Is when you start connecting to spirit, okay, they're going to show you signs and symbols of what means what. So for me, all right, when I'm doing a reading and I see a spirit do this with their hand, I know that they passed suddenly and unexpectedly, and it wasn't their time. They felt it wasn't their time. They weren't ready, either by a car crash or by their own hand, or just even if they were sick, they just weren't expecting to go right then, right like that, right? So I always get that signal. So it's psychic journaling can help you figure out what these signs and symbols of your guides are showing you to communicate with the other side. I know that if you're watching this video, you're getting these signs and symptoms and experiences and just not understanding them. You're also getting numbers, okay? You're getting images, or you're hearing things, okay? These are using all of your clair abilities: clairsentient, claircognizant, clairvoyant, clairaudient, All right, so whenever you feel an unexpected thought or impression come to mind, make it a natural extension and add it to your journal. Draw pictures or symbols that are impressed upon you. Write down affirmations that work for you, as well as your own personal goals and aspirations, okay? Keeping a journal can be invaluable as you begin to notice how you're recognizing and differentiating psychic or mediumistic information from your own thoughts, okay? So don't get hung up on whether you were right or wrong. Especially in the beginning, it's not about getting it right. And I teach this in my mentorship program. It's not about getting it. It's not about getting it right. It's about understanding how you communicate with your guides to get the information and to become extremely accurate. All right. Now, psychic touch. Energy is everywhere. Beautiful, isn't it? You radiate energy, leaving traces of your presence everywhere. Okay. Psychometry is the practice of using an item. Okay. Let's see. Like this. Using an item. Okay. Let's see here. Like jewelry, clothing, or even a chair can have a strong presence of someone's energy. A bit like a psychic imprint, okay? That's why in my mentorship program, I have people read photos, because a photo is a very good tool for psychic development. When you read photos, you're reading energy. At the basic level, you're reading energy, all right? So when working with spirit, it's important to bring in evidence that can be validated to confirm the message you give. As you hold the item, see if you can sense the relationship of the spirit to the sitter, okay? Perhaps you can sense what they like to do for a hobby or their career. Notice any physical details about the spirit that can come forward, all right? So if you do mediumship readings and you're doing a reading for someone and they bring an object, like a set of keys, or let's say they were a musician and, the mother wants to talk to her son who's passed and they bring a guitar pick. That is like, you could learn from that. You could also learn from going to antique shops and picking things up and getting impressions. There's no right or wrong. There's just practice. Okay. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They don't want to practice publicly because they don't want to seem wrong, but it was through being wrong that I was able to decode more to get right, if that makes sense. So lose the fear, because your fear keeps you from developing your own psychic gifts, your own mediumship gifts, okay? So reach out to the spirit and see if you can connect with a name that's significant. When practicing, your mediumship, don't be afraid to share every little detail of what you're receiving. You'll be surprised by the validation you may receive, okay? You can also practice this technique with an object belonging to someone living, all right? So that's a very, very good practice. My last card for you guys and to talk about is intuitive walking. Everything in life is in the process of constant movement and change. It's how the universe works. Intuition naturally flows and moves, but at times we unconsciously hinder the flow and get stuck in our rational minds. Let's get the intuitive flow going again by simply going for a walk, okay? Almost every time I do a paid mediumship reading, I go for a walk. I clear myself. I clear my energy. I clear my humanness. And like I said, I push that to the side and just go blank so that all I can do is receive. Okay? It's that space I'm talking about. When your intuition is accessed and has the freedom to move, it can be a powerful tool that can build and strengthen the bridge between the two realms. One of the ways to get your intuition to flow seamlessly is through intuitive walking, which is a form of mindfulness meditation. This unique practice gives us an opportunity to slow down our mind chatter long enough to enable intuition and spirit to communicate more clearly. When you walk consciously, you're walking and thinking in your head. With intuitive walking, which happens through mindfulness meditation, you become more aware of your own body and surroundings. It keeps you in the powerful present moment. By practicing intuitive walking, you'll start to sense a feeling of lightness, calmness, and freedom as you learn to flow where intuition guides you. So today, take time out and go for an intuitive walk, whether it's in a park, a forest, or any other peaceful place outdoors. As you walk, simply count each time your foot touches the ground. Count from 1 to 10, then start again. Soon you'll notice how your thinking mind becomes quieter. Or you can also, if you don't want to count, you don't want to use that method, you can use the check-in method that I call. All right, so the check-in method is check your breathing. Just really focus just on your breathing in and out. Focus on how your hair feels, your arms feel, your legs feel. That's bringing you into the present moment, making you so aware, and that can heighten your senses over time. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed all that I've talked about with you guys today. Please comment below if you have any questions or experiences that you want to discuss with me. We can definitely go over them. Let me know if this is something that you would like me to continue. I was going to try to do one every week, so let me know if this is something you're interested in. I will be teaching psychic development, Reiki, and mediumship as well. All right. Much love and blessings to you all. Bye.